These are times rappers got caught lacking. In verse, we got to start with NBA YoungBoy, because in May 2019, YoungBoy was chilling in Miami since he had to perform at Rolling Loud. And when YoungBoy and his girlfriend were leaving their hotel, a truck spotted who it was, pulled on the side of them, and started busting at YoungBoy and his crew. YoungBoy wasn't hit, but his girlfriend got hit in the shoulder and was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. A family walking through the parking lot at the time was also grazed, including a 5-year-old boy. And thankfully, they weren't seriously injured. But unfortunately, a 43-year-old man named Mohammed Taradi got hit by a stray and passed away from his injuries. And at first, the police didn't know the reason that caused this situation to take place, but they didn't take long to connect the situation to the war between TBG and NBA. Police say they tracked a phone call between TBG member Lit Yoshi and another TBG member who was locked up. They quickly found out that not only was Yoshi in Miami, but also by the Trump Hotel.
His crew were shot at and allegedly against another rapper.
And to make things worse, Lit Yoshi bragged about the situation in one of his songs. Because in Straight Facts, he says, same day he dropped that video, I pulled up where he at in Miami. Yoshi, along with Fredo Bang, later got arrested in Miami back in 2021 on outstanding warrants they had in Louisiana. Fredo Bang didn't have to sit down too long, but Yoshi, on the other hand, remains locked up for 7 counts of attempted murder, including the YoungBoy Miami situation. And after being held for a year, he eventually pled guilty to the charges and was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Now we gotta move on to one Foolio. Foolio is one of Florida's most disrespectful rappers, and he goes extremely far when dissing, because he even filmed one video at the graveyard his ops were buried at. And due to all the dissing, Foolio's ops wanted to get him touched bad, because in November 2021, it was around 5 in the morning, and Foolio was leaving the studio. And as he was getting inside his truck, his ops spotted him and started firing his way. Foolio eventually grabbed his strap and started firing back. Not long after everything settled down, Foolio noticed that he got grazed in his ankle. He decided not to go to the ER since it wasn't too serious. And later that day, Foolio hopped on IG to let his fans know about the incident. Foolio would also go on to taunt whoever it was, saying, y'all missed the whole 100 shots, literally.
And whoever the was, y'all played, y'all was supposed to run down, like y'all was supposed to get up on something, but that return fire, that'll get off you. Okay.
After fans saw what Foolio posted, they started to assume Foolio was up to no good, since he ran to Instagram about the situation. So hours later, he went live, clearing everything up.
Listen, on trading my gun and register, I shot back in self-defense. Y'all dumb. I shot back in self-defense. You don't think if I did something illegal, I would be in jail? The police put me in the back of the car and type.
Now let's talk about GBO Gaston, because he takes things too far and disses people for clout that doesn't even know he exists. And after Nipsey Hussle passed away, he started claiming to be the one who took him out. He even took things so far and threw a cup of urine on Nipsey's mural. Gaston came up as a Minecraft YouTuber, but since it wasn't taking off fast enough, he started going crazy on social media, chasing clout and trying to act hard. He even would pull up to celebrities' homes, acting crazy to get clout.
Stop with that pop, I'm right here. Damn, I'm bringing at him. Hey, stop popping it. Bit on call. Hey, Adam, come outside. Stop popping in the interviews, come. My blower, I'm rocking around and come outside on the dead homies, cuz. Finna piss on cuz crib on the dead homies.
But people eventually got tired of all the trolling, and videos started going around showing what he's really like when ops catch him lacking. For example, one video shows someone spotting him in the street, and when they tried to press him, Gaston allegedly ran into the police station. In another clip, someone saw him in court and said they were gonna put their hands on him, but it's unclear if they actually did it. And another person called Gaston and made him apologize for disrespecting Nipsey.
Clown, apologize again, I'll spit on you.
I'm sorry for dissing all the day.
Say Nipsey, bro.
I'm sorry for dissing Nipsey.
Nipsey Hussle, homie.
I'm sorry for dissing Nipsey Hussle. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry.
All right, weirdo.
Hopefully, Gaston just goes back to making Minecraft videos before the wrong person spots him and things get too out of hand. Now, let's move on to Chicago rapper Lil Reese, because he's been caught lacking several times. Because in 2019, a rapper named Skeezy079 posted a video of Lil Reese getting jumped by 5 guys in the street. Skeezy also claimed they took everything Lil Reese had, but no one knows if that's true. And Reese spoke on the situation a few months later, admitting that he got jumped, but he stood his ground.
Beat me up. Wow. Wow. Where they do that at?
He also posted a video of him with $40,000 on Twitter, claiming that they didn't take anything from him.
Some money for me, that's how much you gonna come up. Saying take somebody made me. myself.
In the next situation, Lil Reese had it even worse, because not even a whole year after the first incident, Reese was out depositing some money into his bank account. And seconds later, his car was hit up. Reese ended up getting hit in the neck.
Just confirming a popular Chicago rapper was this afternoon in the south suburbs.
Tavares Taylor, better known as Lil Reese, is in critical condition this hour at Advocate Christ Medical Center with a gunshot wound in the neck.
And after all this, Reese said he was just thankful to be alive and didn't care about the streets anymore. But Reese just couldn't catch a break, because on May 15th, 2021, reports claimed that Lil Reese and 3 other dudes were involved in yet another situation.
3 people were shot on the near north side this morning. One of them rapper Lil Reese.
He was grazed by a bullet, and this is not the first time Lil Reese has been the victim of gunfire. He was also shot in 2019.
And this situation went down over a stolen car that Lil Reese and his men were riding in, because a 55-year-old father used his GPS tracker to find his son's stolen SRT Durango. The GPS led him to a parking garage connected to some luxury apartments. And when the father approached Lil Reese and the other men in the car, things took a turn. So the driver of the Durango tried fleeing, but ended up hitting a pole, causing the guys to jump out and try to run. That's when someone started hitting at him. And during this altercation, Reese was scraped in the eye. In the video, you also can hear the dude screaming at Lil Reese, since he was mad about his son's car getting stolen. And thankfully, Lil Reese has been out of trouble lately. But he isn't the only rapper from Chicago who's been caught lacking. But this next rapper was caught lacking in an unusual way. Because one day, rapper Rico Reckless was leaving the gas station to hop in an Uber until some fans spotted him in the store and told him they wanted to take a picture with him. While getting ready to take the flick, one of the fans told Rico, "You wear that chain in real life? I wish I would have had my move." Pretty much telling Rico that the chain would have been his if he had his heat. Rico responds by telling the dude to do something there, and the dude backs down and says he was just joking around. The guy still wanted a pic, but Rico told him no and said he was done taking pictures since the dude was playing the wrong way. Rico then got in the Uber, but the dude started clapping at the car once they drove off. Rico got tapped in the back, but it wasn't too serious, and he quickly recovered. Rico says he doesn't know who did it, and he doesn't care. And he also spoke about it in interviews.
They waited until I got far as hell, didn't get the clap and the heat, and I ended up just getting shot in the back.
Over a picture?
It was over, so the exact thing that happened was I was in the gas station in Chicago. This happened in Chicago. I was in the gas station in Chicago, and you get thinking that tweaking, and then I don't even really know what happened.
Subscribe right quick before we move on. But now, let's talk about 6ix9ine, because he's one of the biggest trolls in the rap game. And he's been caught lacking more than once, because in early 2021, a video was uploaded to WorldStar that shows 6ix9ine getting pressed by the passengers of another vehicle while he was stopped in traffic. Whoever's recording the video can be heard yelling, "You a rat," and pointing the camera right at 6ix9ine.
It's a f***ing rat. Wow, outside. You know the vibes. Outside, you heard?
And he just keeps talking to 6ix9ine crazy, but the car eventually speeds away, and the video ends there.
How we stuck in traffic and you not moving? Ain't you the big woo? Nah. Ain't you the big woo? Big woo, yeah. Alright, so move on me. Move on me. Get out the car and move on me. Get out the car and move on me, nigga. Get out the car and move on me. Get out the car and move on me.
But this next situation that 6ix9ine was involved in is even crazier, because in early March 2023, 6ix9ine was working out at a LA Fitness in Florida until some dudes at the gym spotted who he was. So the dudes followed 6ix9ine around and eventually got him into the restroom. And from there, the dudes started roughing him up. 6ix9ine had no security guards with him during the time, and the dudes did him pretty bad, but he quickly recovered, and since then, 6ix9ine has been chilling outside of the country since he's trying to stay away from problems, because fans spotted 6ix9ine in the DR and Cuba.
I came to Cuba with $50,000 cash. I'm just gonna give all this money away to these hard-working people that live in this village.
The Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Colombia, Argentina, this is worldwide.
But 6ix9ine isn't the only rapper from New York who's been caught lacking, because drill rapper D-Thang made fun of Shy E.K. for getting caught lacking. Because in his song Wedgie Man, he says, "Jiggy Man got shot and he should have died." And all of Shy E.K.'s ops have been making fun of him since he got popped by a female gang member back in 2020. And no one really knows how the situation went down. But Shy E.K. basically confirms that the rumors were true when an interviewer brought up the situation, because she asked him whether or not it's true. And Shy E.K. smiles and tell her, "If you know, you know."
Okay, cool. So it was, I don't know, it was a rumor saying that you got shot. Is that true?
If you know, you know.
And not long after that, another video of Shy E.K. running in the streets went viral. Fans say he was running from his ops, but no one knows what really went down. But now, Let's move on to Spot 'em Got 'em, because in September 2021, he posted a video on his IG story showing himself at the House of Hits recording studio in Miami. And House of Hits is a popular studio in Miami, so it wouldn't be too hard for anyone who knew the area to know his location. So not long after Spot 'em Got 'em left the studio, a car pulled up on the side of his car and started clapping at him. Spot 'em Got 'em and another dude in the back seat got hit, and no one knew if he was okay. His attorney later confirmed that it was true that he had been injured but was still okay. She also clarified that it wasn't a shootout, it was just a drive-by, and Spot 'em Got 'em was the victim. And the internet quickly found out that the car Spot 'em Got 'em was driving in was stolen. Spot 'em Got 'em said he had nothing to do with stealing the car, but was just driving in it. And after the incident, a YouTuber made a video saying that he owned the car and that it was stolen from him.
2 bullet holes.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I knew that.
E-rap be having so much money, but being stolen whips. Car up.
But not all rappers get caught lacking by their ops, because one rapper was caught lacking by his barber. Because popular New York barber Edwin Too Sharp wanted to pull a prank on rapper C Blue, since C Blue booked an appointment and showed up 40 minutes late. So when C Blue pulled up to the barbershop, Edwin started spraying a toy gel blaster at him to see his reaction. C Blue was shocked when it happened and instantly took off running, since he didn't know what was going down.
This is what happened when you book me and you 40 minutes late. You're about to get us here, Blue.
But Memphis rappers aren't going for any pranks, and they get very disrespectful with their lyrics. So click this video to see Memphis lyrics that really happened.